Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and today I'm going to talk about High Spirits. I'm going to show my collection and talk a little bit about the show that I saw this past Saturday in Chicago. High Spirits, one of my favorite bands, very high energy rock and roll, very positive kind of messages, and I listen to a lot of negative stuff, so it's kind of a nice palate cleanser to hear something that's not all about death and murder and Satan all the time. But yeah, project from Chris Black of Dawnbringer and um, Super Christ and various other projects. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just a freaking great band. Picked up this shirt, kind of the old logo. I really didn't need another High Spirit shirt, but whenever I can get a shirt that's not black, I'm kind of excited about it. So I really like this one. And I also got the 7-inch single of In the Moonlight from the new album that they had on their Bandcamp for like 2 seconds and it sold out, but they had it at the show. So it has a B-side that's a re-recorded demo. As you can see, it's still sealed. I haven't listened to it yet, but the song is great. I know it from the demo, so I'm sure I will like the new version of it. Yeah, so Bear Mace opened death metal. I know a lot of people are into them. I did enjoy them live, but it's just not something I knew it was one of those things that like I would get excited and buy the CD and then I would never listen to it. So I enjoyed them, and that was that. Acerus was the second band, Daniel Corchado's project, that just like kind of more of an epic metal thing. Cool, but again, nothing that I felt like I needed to own. Talked to Chris at the merch stand for a minute, and it just means so much that he's like, "Oh, hey, Scott," and I probably haven't seen him in like 3 years. It's just cool for a musician you admire to like remember your name and know who you are and stuff, and knew where I was from. It's like, "Oh, you driving from Kalamazoo?" And yeah, so I just really appreciate that. He's a super cool guy, and it's really nice to admire a musician and then they're just kind of cool to you on top of it. So not always the case, as we all know. Great show. They played about an hour, 15 songs, covered everything from the first demo up to the new album. Played like I think 3 from the new album, and the new album is incredible. I think it was my number 3 or 4 of the year last year. So yeah, enough babbling from me. If you want to see High Spirits, or if you are thinking about it, I definitely recommend it. I've seen them probably 6 or 7 times, and I'll keep seeing them. They always deliver. So I'll just show you my High Spirits collection here. Kind of a mix of vinyl and CDs. First up here is the High Spirits self-titled 12-inch, also the CD. So what this is a compilation of their first 2 demos that were CDRs. I do not have those, but everything is on here, and there's a couple extra songs as well. And then a lot of these songs ended up being recorded for albums too. But some of them didn't, and then they still play them. So I like that they always cover their whole history. So that came out in 2009. Then up next is the Let's Rock single, B-side, Running Home. This came out in 2010. As you can see, it's very DIY, no picture sleeve, just this is it. But 2 great songs. I'm happy to have them. And I'm trying to keep everything in order here, and there's a lot of stacks. Sorry about that. So then we'll go to the first full length, Another Night. This came out on High Roller in 2011. Fantastic. It's hard not to put this number 1, but I actually think in time the most recent album is going to be my number 1. But this is incredible. A lot of killer songs on here. Another Night in the City is always a live favorite. Full Power. I think maybe this last time is the only time they didn't play Full Power. But yeah, great rock and roll record. Highly recommend it. Then we've got In Advance of the I messed up the timeline. Then this came out, High Spirits 2013. This is an EP of more demos. So on here, there's a demo Full Power, which was on the first album. Everything else had not been released yet. Some of them would eventually make their way onto albums. But, I mean, it's a demo, but it's quality. I didn't know if I mentioned it. Chris Black plays everything on the albums. It's a one-man project as far as the albums. There is a live band, obviously, but so, it's the demos, it's just him, but the albums is just him too. So this is just a little less polished, but I would recommend that as well. Then we got, in advance of the second album, we have another thing called High Spirits, 7-inch this time. This is a high roller version with the B-side of Wings of Fire, which was a re-recorded demo track, clear vinyl. And then there is the Hell's Headbangers version, also called High Spirits, with High Spirits as the A-side. And then Night After Night is the B-side in this, another re-recorded demo track, again, clear vinyl. So then the actual album, this is the only one that was not on High Roller. This came out in Hell's Headbangers. You Are Here. Man, this might be, I don't know. I have so many favorites, but it's a fantastic album. Well, this one is a little bit rougher production, which I think kind of doesn't fit the songs as much, but a lot of just killer ones. When the Lights Go Down, 1000 Nights. I Need Your Love, which I really is one of my favorites of theirs. And my enduring memory of that is High Spirits played Hell's Headbash 2 because it was all Hell's Headbangers bands. And, halfway through a day of death metal and war metal, here comes High Spirits with their white jeans and played I Need Your Love. And I loved it. So that is the second album. Third album, we got a single again in advance, the Take Me Home single. B-side is Just Like a Dream. The digital version has another version of Just Like a Dream that's extended, it's like a minute longer. Cool song. That had never been a demo or on an album, so good song. I recommend it. And this album is Motivator, and this came out in 2016. A lot of great ones on here. Thank You, Take Me Home, Flying High, which is another live favorite. This Is the Night. Just another great one. I mean, it's a broken record. They don't have a bad album. There's 5 full lengths. They're all great. So any of them, I would say, if you haven't heard them, you're not gonna get a bum one. Sandwiched in there. Sometime around this, I ordered something from them, and Chris sent a note, which I thought was really cool. All right, then. Oh, I skipped something. The High Spirits official bootleg. It says it's on High Energy Records. It's just, as you can see, it's the High Roller logo. It's on High Roller. Just a live show from 2014 at Reggie's in Chicago. Comes on white vinyl. As they, it says official bootleg, but I mean it's a pretty pro recording. And there's that. Then we got an EP that was vinyl only. As I try to get all my sleeves out of the way here. Escape from 2017. There's 4 tracks on here. All good ones, but my favorite of this was Lonely Nights, and they re-recorded that for the new album, which I thought was cool, because, kind of these EP releases, sometimes those songs get lost and forgotten about, and I thought that song deserved to get some more attention. All right, and we'll get to 2020. Hard to Stop. Comes in a slipcase with the exact same art. I don't get it. Whatever. Another great one. Guess what? I like this band. I like them all. I'm going to say they're all great. But Restless is a friggin' killer song that they played at the show this past Saturday, which I was very happy about. All right. Then we've got... Oh, then we're on to this. I did show this before. Was it a vinyl tag or something? A shape CD? I don't remember. So this is the 10 Years of Another Night 12-inch single. 2 different mixes from songs from the Another Night album. Here's the shape here. And there's the album cover. Yeah, this is not essential at all. This is kind of dopey for me to have, but I don't know. Just as a collector, I thought it was cool, and I wanted to have it. And that brings us to the latest album, Safe on the Other Side. Maybe their best. I think Chris's voice has gotten better just as the band has gone on. I really like his vocals on this one, and just a great track list all around. It's got a cover of Memories from the first Europe album, which I thought was really cool. And the closer, Good Night. I mean, come on, can there be a better show-ending song than that? And that was the song that they ended the show on this last time I saw them. So, and then, as I already showed, the In the Moonlight single with One Last Chance, which was originally on that 2013 demo CD. Have not listened to it yet, but yeah, I already talked about that. So that's it. That's my High Spirits collection. I highly recommend them for any fan of just kind of good time rock and roll. And hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, as always, for watching. And as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Later.